Hello students, let us read this question. Give reasons for the following. So we have given statement and we have to give the reason for the following statement. A square can be thought as a special rectangle. So let us consider the first statement. So we have what the statement says that square can be thought as a special case of a rectangle. So we know that for a rectangle we have a rectangle has all angles equal to 90 degree, and we can say that the opposite sides are equal in length. So this is the rectangle. This is the case for the rectangle, and for square we know that all the angles are equal to 90 degree, and also all the sides are also equal in length. So we can say that a square has all the angles as 90, and uh, all sides are equal all sides are equal in length. So therefore we can say that a rectangle with all sides equal is a square. So therefore we can say that a rectangle with all sides equal is a square. So therefore square is a special case of a rectangle. So now let us consider the second question. It says that a rectangle can be thought as a special parallelogram. So let us consider understand this with a diagram. So this is the rectangle. We know that the opposite sides of a rectangle are equal in length, and all the angles are 90 degree for a rectangle. So let us assume that this is a rectangle ABCD, and consider a parallelogram PQRS. Now we know that opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal in length, so opposite sides will be equal. Now looking at the diagram, we can see that the rectangle and parallelogram both have opposite sides as equal. Only difference is the angle. So if we can say that if a parabola has all the angles equals to 90 degree, we can say that it is a rectangle. So we can say that therefore we can write here, therefore a parallelogram with all angles as 90 degree is a parallelogram. So therefore parallelogram with all angles as 90 a is a sorry is a example of a rectangle. Now let us consider the third question. The third says that a square can be thought as a special rhombus. So again let us draw the diagram. So for a square, let us assume that this is our square ABCD. We know that all the sides of a square are equal and all the angles are 90 degree. And for rhombus, let us assume that this is our rhombus PQRS. And we know that for rhombus also all the sides are equal length. So therefore we can say only difference is the angle. So we can say that therefore a rhombus with all angles as 90 degree will be a square. So therefore we can say that a square can be thought as a special rhombus. So bus with all angles as 90 will be a square. Now let us consider the fourth question. Squares, rectangles and parallelograms are all quadrilateral. So for this, let us first understand what do we mean by a quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means a figure which has four sides. So any figure which has four sides is considered as a quadrilateral. So let us first consider an example of square. So this is our square. So we can see that it has four sides. So square is a quadrilateral. Then let us consider a rectangle. So rectangle also has four sides. One, two, three, four. So rectangle is also a quadrilateral. Now consider a parallelogram. One, two, three, four. So we can see that all the three square, rectangle and parallelogram all have four sides. So therefore we can write that therefore square, rectangle and parallelogram are all quadrilaterals. Now let us consider the next question. Square is also a parallelogram. Let us draw. Let us draw square and a parallelogram. So for square, we know that all angles equal to 90 degree and all the sides are of equal length. So this is our square ABCD. And for parallelogram, we have PQ, R, S. Opposite sides are equal in length. So the question says that square is also a parallelogram. So we can say that here we can see that all the opposite sides of square are opposite sides of square are parallel and equal in length, which is similar similar to the parallelogram. So therefore we can say that square is also a parallelogram. This will be similar to parallelogram. So in this question, we have used the basic concepts of the quadrilateral to check whether the given statement and understand the reason behind this statement. So I hope you have understood it well, and thank you.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.